weird.
Yeah,
hey, that's pretty. How did you end up in the affiliate lounge? Did like Dawn invite you, or did you just walk over there? How does that happen?
When I told Dawn I was coming, he and David gave us passes and full access. And I pretty much did the same thing that I've always done when I went. I never sat there and watched people work out. What I did was talk to folks that, were interested in talking to me. And so when you stand somewhere and say hi to someone, and then a person stands behind them and waits, and next thing you know, you have a reception line, and it takes a couple hours to chew through it. The thing to do is stand there and talk to those people that want to stand in line to say hi to you.
So you did the exact same thing you did 3 years ago at the games.
And 10 years ago. Yeah, nothing really changed.
And you hung out with the affiliates. What is that like? I mean, I know you used to have a lot of meaningful conversations with the affiliates and sort of take away, oh, I know her. That's Grace, right?
Yep.
And you would take away data points and things you would think about through the year, and like what were some of the common themes?
Well, like I just saw the physician there with the cardiologist with heart disease. I get a lot of, I've got people that help me, and so I had Emily there, and I had Maggie there, and I had Daniel Chaffee there, and Mike Butenob and Matt Holsworth, and I had probably reason to pass off, tell Matt this story, let's get your number and look into this. Probably happened 15 or 20 times in that, 10 or 15 times that one day.
And why that's significant is Matt is your money guy. So you mean people like you were considering helping?
There's always some of that. This is a problem that can be fixed.
Hey,
I went to Dottie Dumpling's dowry and hung out with the lovely Miss Rachel Stanley, the owner of that restaurant and bar. Great place, great burgers, great bar. And I went over to Short Stack.
That's the place that you got the lawyers to help them keep the doors open.
Yeah. We convinced the landlord of the cost effectiveness of him repairing their air conditioner as opposed to not. It became abundantly clear to him that it'd be a huge financial mistake to not fix the air conditioner.
Did that story come up with them when you saw them?
Oh yeah, buddy. Yeah. I mean, I wanted to go there and say hi, and we went, and there was a line of CrossFitters around the corner, and I was like, wow, here we go. And we got ushered into the inside and sat at a table. So
that's cool.
That was sweet. A little awkward too.
Right. Here, Greg, you can come to the front of the line, because the only reason why this restaurant's here is because you got us lawyers.
Permanent reservation. That's what that means.
Hey, to have to shut your restaurant because the landlord, the guy that owns the building, doesn't want to replace your air conditioner.
Funny how those people from 2020 suddenly vanished. Hey, what do you think about those people who, I got some people like circling in my sphere now as the podcast grows who are like, I forgive you, Sevan, for what you've done. And people are like, hey, isn't that nice? And I'm like, forgive me for what I did.
Yeah.
Forgive me for what I did. Fuck you. Like, you must have those too. Oh, Greg made some missteps. Oh, it was bad timing on his part. Oh, it was insensitive. But really, I can forgive him because of what he's done, like this CrossFit thing.
Yeah.
Like, is that supposed to make you feel good?
It's funny.
I don't want to hate anyone, dude. But like, I don't want to be like, I really don't want to hate anyone. I don't even want to hate Klaus Schwab. But it's like
the world changed.
Yeah.
I didn't keep up with it.
Yeah.
It created a climate where I was compelled to leave, and it's the best thing that ever happened to me. It's the best thing that ever happened to me.
Hey, did anyone walk up to you and be like, hey, at the games, and was like, hey, dude, I'm so sorry? I fucked
No.
up, dude. I thought you were a douche, and I fucking cannot fucking believe how fucking cool you are. Anyone? Not one?
Yeah, I don't want to give names, but that was
But someone did. Someone did. That makes gives me hope. Oh my God, Greg! I really thought Black Lives Matter cared about black people. Like, I'm so fucking sorry. I didn't know that it was actually you who cared about just all people.
I had a couple people who I think their public stance on me created in their mind some sense of disconnect with me, where they actually felt they needed to introduce themselves. I'm not gonna give you names, but it's funny.
I don't want to name. I just want to understand it a little more. Can you help me a little more? I promise I won't start poking around for names or sex or how tall they are or how old they are. Like, basically someone who you felt like, hey, you knew they had said bad shit about you, and now they came over to say hi.
Yeah, and like, you know, I mean, it wasn't. You mentioned Pat Sherwood. He wasn't there. I haven't seen him or talked to him. But imagine Pat going, "Hey, Greg, it's Pat Sherwood."
Yeah.
Like, the fuck, dude? I didn't forget who you.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now I'm understanding. Now I'm understanding.
Yeah. Like that's all I could think about afterwards. Like, wow, you actually felt like it's a reboot. We're just meeting again. We actually have some history, dude. You know, like, I know you well. I know your family and what you did and said. But hi, nice to meet you.
Right. And there's different degrees. Like, when you're on fire, there's people who like throw matches at you, and then there's other people who run away. And they're kind of both equally like, hey, dude, there was a bucket of water there. You could have just like thrown that on me.
I had someone in the campground get like 4 feet from me and make eye contact before they could slip forward and shake my hand. Like, you know, like I might be a vicious dog.
Right.
Approach him only from the left.
Like you were gonna pull out your hood and your swastika and just
lose my mind at their sight.
Right.
You know. And
did you feel like you had closure to that stuff? Like it was good?
You know, not being handed $200 million and not having to worry about everyone anymore.
Yeah.
There's some closure there, let me tell you.
Right.
A fuckwad lot of closure.
Hey, another thing though is, for me, what gives me closure, and I think for you too, to put things in perspective, you have a lot of kids.
Yeah.
And so, like, someone can be like, call you a fucking asshole 1,000 times, and if you can look over and see your kids are healthy, it puts things in context and relative, and you don't care. And you've also gone through some shit that's like, some accidents that happened in your family to some of your loved ones, physical stuff that thank God they all survived and came out good the other end. That's happened in the last couple of years that have put things in relative and context. Like, it doesn't matter how many times someone does bad shit to you as long as your kids are healthy, or no one's diddled your kids or some shit. You know what I mean? Like,
I got to do a grueling it wasn't me, it was my daughter. Did a grueling month in the PICU, and that same year,
PICU,
pediatric intensive care in a neurotrauma unit, children's primary University of Utah neurotrauma unit. Watched a horrific month with it.